What does X factor mean to you before you pick?
It's exactly that, the intangible piece, right? How you affect everybody around you. What makes you special outside of the literal playing quarterback, I think is the best way to define it.
Yeah, the impact on teammates. And it's interpreted in various ways. I'll be curious to hear your explanation as to why you chose the guy you chose.
Yeah, for me, it's Trevor Lawrence. No better example than in the national semifinal, right? Mm-hmm. He gets hammered in the head on the targeting play with Ohio State.
Right.
His teammates over there watched their leader laying on the ground there, and the wind was taken out of their sails. I was standing right there, and then watch this. He gets up, he jogs off the field, and the players on that sideline, it was something palpable because this followed, right? The play we talked about. Yes, he gets going, and he ran away from people. He gets to the 18-yard line. I thought he was going to step out of bounds. And he figures, I can win this race, and there he goes.
Right, exactly.
And which, by the way, in the targeting hit, he got cleaned up by Chase Young. It's not like he didn't get – I mean, that was
he got hit hard.
That was
I actually thought it was his knee through the process because it looked like he got repped over, and I was worried about that. And when he jogged off the way he did, I mean, it was a palpable feeling on the sideline that something had shifted because he used a great example the other day about when you get in one of the first fights and you can taste the blood in your mouth after you've been hit in the mouth for the first time. They all tasted that blood in their mouth, and something flipped because in the next 3:55, they scored 14 points and were back in the game.
Clemson.
All right, to me, it's Joe Burrow, and it's a way he's impacted LSU. They have transformed from a 3 yards in a cloud of dust to a high-flying, potent passing attack, the swagger that he plays with. He knows every time he steps foot between the white lines, he's the biggest, baddest dudes on the block. And every one of those players that he shares the huddle with knows it. He's waving. He's got some swagger. He plays with the opposition. He talks smack. He'll get into some chippiness from time to time. But the way the other players have responded to his leadership, they know that if 9's on the field, we have a chance.
Yeah.
And I think it's, like he said, it's palpable throughout the rest of the roster.
Desmond, your X factor goes to?
I think I'll have to agree with Joe. I think it's Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
You know, he's the guy. Before the season even started, he was doing an interview, and he said this offense will score 40 to 60 points per game. And everyone in that program know he's the alpha male, so I would go with Joe Burrow.
And show us specifically, Greg, a Joe Burrow play that you thought really showed us what was going to be
this
to
is
come
it.
this
I mean,
season.
this is the mobility, this is the pocket movement, this is the accuracy and the anticipation. And with the game on the line, he plays as well as anybody. So let's go right here. We get pressure from the Texas Longhorns. This is, by the way, 3rd and 17. So not ideal down in distance circumstances. Look, the pocket's not great at this point, especially seeing where your receivers are in phase with the defensive backs that are covering him. None of them are out of their breaks at this point. He's got to buy a little extra time, and he's got some Texas Longhorn guys that are clouding up the pocket, especially to the left-hand side. There's not really anywhere for him to go this way, and if he works to his right, Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's block is going to be essentially meaningless because he's going to go right into pressure. He has a tiny window to be able to step up, move, negotiate to his left, buy just a little bit more time before he hits Justin Jefferson on the crossing route. And that, to me, is remarkable. Just a nice little shift, get your shoulders around, hit your receiver in stride. Not only do you convert the first down, Jefferson takes it out the back gate for the game-winning touchdown, the game-sealing touchdown at that point. So that was kind of the Heisman moment that put him on the scene, and that play was truly remarkable.
Yeah, that was game-set McConaughey when he hit that. It was over for LSU. Give me for the other side of play for Trevor Lawrence to define his
You talked about it specifically, keeping your eyes down the field. This is the perfect example. Trevor Lawrence last year in the national championship to close it out, okay? He's got one play here. He's got people bearing down on him. What I love about this is this guy, sorry about that, this guy right here makes the move, and he's all over it. As he goes, just as he's about to let it go, this guy's in the way, but he knew it from the start because he's got to throw it perfectly over the top right there, and he does it magnificently. Watch. Just out of his reach to T. Higgins for the 6.
That's ridiculous.
He did this as a freshman, right?
Throw.
He's better.
Yeah.
The wide receivers are better. This team is better. The 13th is going to be a long day if he continues to make
That's a ridiculous
like
throw.
Of
That's
all
a ridiculous
the throws
throw.
we've seen Trevor Lawrence make and all the throws we saw him make in that specific game, there were those that said that was the most NFL throw of any of the things that he did.
You don't even try that throw. Like, that's how ridiculous it was.
But he did as a true freshman against Alabama.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know about Trevor Lawrence. We get the two quarterbacks on Monday. It's going to be a phenomenal chess match between the offensive coordinators and the receivers, balancing the two-minute drill quickly. Who are you taking late in the game?
Trevor Lawrence. He's already got a national championship.
2 minute down 6.
Yeah, he's already got a national championship. He just did against Ohio State, put together a long drive in very quick order. And if he doesn't win this year, he'll come back next year. So he's got less pressure on him.
My fraternity brother, Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Joe Burrow, you got Burrow in for you.
For me, it's about the 2-minute question, right?
Yeah.
If it's Joe Burrow and they get off right at the beginning, they're like a monster you can't catch. But if you get down to the last 2 minutes and you're asking for somebody who has been there and done it before, Trevor Lawrence.
What's up? Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. Don't forget to download the ESPN app. And if you want more premium content, which you do, make sure that you subscribe to ESPN+. See you soon.